Sarah, I need to talk to you about something.
Sure. Is everything okay?
It's about the move. How's that coming along?
It's going well. We're planning to move in March, so we've started preparing little by little.
Oh, is that so? That's the high-rise apartment in the city, right? The one Matt bought?
Yes, that's the one. It's in a really convenient location, close to everything, and it's a beautiful space. You're more than welcome to come visit once we're settled. We'd love to have you over. I'll make sure you're well taken care of.
Taken care of, huh?
Is something wrong?
Well, actually, I'm reaching out because I wanted to ask you something.
Oh, right. You said you had something to discuss. What is it? I'm all ears.
I wanted to ask if your father-in-law and I could move into the apartment with you.
Wait, what? But I thought I already mentioned that my parents would be living with us there. I'm pretty sure we talked about that before.
Yes, you did mention it, but honestly, I've been thinking about it more and I find that arrangement a little odd.
Odd? What do you mean?
Well, that apartment was bought by Matt, wasn't it?
Yes, he purchased it last year.
Exactly. So logically, his parents should be the ones living with you. That just makes sense, doesn't it? Isn't that the more appropriate choice?
I understand how you could see it that way, but you and Mr. Thompson already have a lovely house, don't you? Whereas my parents have been living in public housing. They don't have the same resources.
But isn't that because your parents never really had proper jobs?
That's not true at all. My parents both worked hard their entire lives. They chose to live in public housing because it was affordable, not because they were lazy or irresponsible.
Then they can just keep living there, can't they?
I wish it were that simple. My dad's health has been declining, and my mom isn't in any condition to take care of him on her own anymore. We really think it's best to live together so I can help out.
And you think we're not dealing with health issues too? So why is it only your parents deserve that kind of consideration? This is blatant favoritism.
I'm really sorry. I don't mean to play favorites. I just worry about my dad's condition. It's getting worse.
Again, let me remind you, Matt bought that place. So I'm struggling to understand how your parents get to move in while we, his actual family, get sidelined.
I already explained that.
And I'm telling you, that explanation doesn't sit right with me. We've made our decision. Your father-in-law and I will be moving into that high-rise. You can go ahead and let your parents know that the plan has changed.
You can't just decide that on your own.
Oh, please. If you're so upset about it, why don't you go buy your own place? If you're paying for it, then sure, move your parents in all you want.
That's not fair.
Life's not fair, sweetheart, and from where I'm sitting, it looks like you're trying to take advantage of what Matt's provided. But guess what? He has a family too, one that raised him, one that actually deserves some gratitude.
I'm not trying to exclude you. We just thought it made the most sense, given everyone's circumstances.
You can dress it up however you want, but at the end of the day, your parents living in a place bought by my son while we're expected to stay in our aging home? That's not going to happen. We're moving in. Final answer.
Hey, Matt, you got a sec?
Yeah, of course. What's going on?
I just got a message from your mom. She's saying she's planning to move into the high-rise with us.
Wait, what? I thought we already agreed your parents would be living with us, and I know I explained that to her.
You did, but now she's saying she wants to live there herself, and that we should cancel the plans with my parents.
Are you serious right now? What the hell is she thinking? Maybe it's time I sat her down and explained exactly what that place is and why we made the choices we did.
No, I don't think that's necessary. Honestly, I'd rather not escalate things more than they already are.
Still, the more I think about it, the more this feels off.
What do you mean?
Just something about how she reacted when I first told her about the condo. She was all, "That's my boy, a $3 million penthouse. Now that's how you make your mom proud." It didn't sit right with me even then. It felt weirdly possessive.
Maybe she was just excited and proud of you.
Maybe, but you know how she is. She's always had this thing for luxury. Growing up, she used to say she dreamed of living the celebrity lifestyle, you know? High rises, rooftop parties, designer everything. She was obsessed.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, her hometown is really rural, like middle of nowhere type. My grandparents still live out there, and I think she always kind of hated it, felt trapped, maybe embarrassed by it. So now she tries to latch onto anything that screams, I made it.
That explains a lot. So that's probably why she suddenly wants to live with us. This is her way of feeling like she finally got what she always wanted.
Exactly, but this wasn't supposed to be about her. We bought that condo so your parents could have a better quality of life. You've told me how hard they worked, and with your dad's health getting worse, it just made sense.
I know, and I still want that for them and for us. But what do we do now? Should I be the one to talk to her again, or would it be better if you set the boundary?
I can talk to her. I don't mind being direct if that's what it takes.
Wait, how does your dad feel about all this?
Honestly, I think he's probably on the same page as her. They're kind of a package deal. One rarely disagrees with the other.
That's what I figured. Still, as much as this frustrates me, I'd rather your relationship with them not suffer over this. If someone's going to be the bad guy, let it be me.
Sarah, no, you shouldn't have to carry that.
It's okay. I'll try talking to her again, calmly. There's still time before the move, so maybe if I explain it the right way, she'll understand.
Are you sure?
I am. I'll take care of it.
God, I'm really sorry you have to deal with this. You've already done so much, and now this.
Don't apologize. We're in this together, remember? Let me try one more time, okay?
All right. Thanks. Really, I owe you.
Marge, what exactly did you say to my parents?
Excuse me? What are you talking about?
Don't play dumb. I'm asking what you told my parents. My mom just called me in tears. She said they no longer want to move in with us and that we should cancel the entire plan. She even asked me to apologize to you. What did you say to make her feel that way?
Oh, I'm sure she just realized it wasn't appropriate and felt guilty. That must be it.
No, she made it very clear that something you said really upset her. And knowing how kind and reserved my mom is, I have no doubt you said something to get in her head. You poisoned the whole situation. I want to know what exactly you said to her.
I don't think I said anything inappropriate. I just explained the situation in a very reasonable and logical way. There's nothing to be upset about.
Marge, what exactly did you say?
All I said was, isn't it embarrassing to live in a luxury apartment that your daughter's husband bought? I said it's bad enough that you are leeching off Matt's income, but now your parents are doing the same thing. I simply pointed out how ridiculous that looked.
Leeching? Are you serious?
Am I wrong? You don't work. You enjoy a cushy lifestyle thanks to Matt's income, and now you're getting to live in a fancy high-rise, one that he paid for. Don't forget, Matt is a catch. There were plenty of women who were prettier, more educated, more well-mannered, and who would have loved to marry him. And yet, here you are, acting like you've earned all this. Have you ever stopped to think about how fortunate you are to be married to someone like him?
Yes, I know Matt is an incredible man. And you know what else? We love each other. That's why we got married. Not for money, not for status. We support each other emotionally, mentally, and yes, financially too. There's nothing wrong with being a couple and building a life together.
I'm telling you, you're not worthy of him. Matt's a successful professional. He deserves someone who matches his level, someone who adds value to his life. Not someone who lounges around while playing house in a $1 million condo. You should be grateful he even chose to marry you. Keep your head down, take care of the chores, and stay out of decisions that don't concern you.
Don't speak to me like I'm a maid. I'm his wife, and I'm not going to be silent while you tear me down.
Oh, please. And now you want to bring your parents into this too? Letting them live in a luxury high-rise bought with my son's money? The nerve of you! I'd never have the audacity to ask for something like that if I were in your shoes.
Matt and I discussed this together. We made this decision as a couple. We agreed it would be best for my parents to live with us so we could support them as their health declines.
Oh, so Matt suggested it? That's what you're saying?
No, I brought it up, but he agreed it made sense.
Then it's even more unacceptable. You manipulated him into putting your family first. You're nothing but a parasite clinging to Matt and now dragging your parents into his life too. You bring nothing to the table. You should be grateful you're even allowed to live there.
That's horrible. I used to think of you as family, you know? I tried so hard to treat you with kindness and respect. I truly believed we could build a good relationship. But this is how you really feel about me?
I never considered you family. I tolerated you because Matt picked you. That's it. But the more entitled you got, the more you started believing you belong in this life, the more you disgusted me.
I haven't gotten entitled. I've only tried to be a good wife, a good daughter-in-law, and a responsible daughter. I never once took anything for granted. But you're so obsessed with control and status that you can't see straight.
You should be living with your head down, showing humility. Instead, you act like you earned a seat at the table. You didn't. You married into it.
So this is the real you. This is what you've been holding back this whole time.
That's right. And now that we're being honest, yes, I fully plan on moving into that place of yours. It's my son's property. I have every right to live there. If you or your parents have a problem with that, you're welcome to leave.
You think Matt will be okay with that? You think he'll just stand by while you insult me and evict my parents?
Matt will come around. He always does. Besides, I think he'll be relieved once you're out of the picture.
That's not going to happen. But honestly, I don't even care anymore. If this is how you want to play things, then fine. Do whatever you want.
Glad you finally understand. Now go ahead and inform your parents that the plan has changed. I'll be moving in. They won't be needed.
You're heartless. But don't worry, I'll let them know. And I'll let Matt know exactly how you've been speaking to me too.
Tell him whatever you want. I've already raised him. He knows where his loyalty lies. Sarah, can you hurry up and open the front door to the condo?
Oh, is something going on?
Don't give me that. You know exactly what's going on. You said today was the move-in day, remember?
Oh, yes, I do remember you saying that. You did mention it repeatedly.
Exactly. So I brought all of our things. We're downstairs with the moving truck. Now be a good daughter-in-law, open the door, and come help with the boxes.
I know you kept saying you were moving in today, but I don't recall ever agreeing to that. At no point did I actually approve this plan.
Excuse me?
As I've explained several times before, my parents will be the ones living with us in the condo. We've arranged for them to move in so I can help care for them. There's no room or plan for you and your husband to live here with us. So I'm asking you politely, please go home.
You've got some nerve. Let me remind you again, I don't need your permission to move into this condo. Who do you think bought this place, huh? Go ahead, tell me right now.
That would be me.
Ha! You're lying. You expect me to believe you bought this condo? You? With what money? You don't even work. This condo was bought by Matt, my son.
Matt does work incredibly hard, that's true. He has a great job at a respected firm. But even with that, I'm sorry to say, there's no way his salary alone could have covered this property. Do you understand what kind of place this is? We're in the middle of one of the most expensive neighborhoods in the city. This high-rise costs more than most people make in a lifetime.
Well, people use loans, don't they? That's how people buy homes.
True, but loans don't cover everything. Mortgage lenders set strict limits. You still need a substantial down payment. You can't get approved for this kind of place without showing major assets up front. We're talking thousands, sometimes hundreds of thousands, just as a down payment.
Wait, really?
Yes, which is why Matt couldn't have bought this place on his own. And that's why I'm telling you the truth now. I'm the one who paid for it.
Oh, please, you don't work. You don't have a business. You're not bringing in income. You're telling me you somehow pulled off buying this luxury condo?
I did, because I was extremely, unbelievably lucky.
What's that supposed to mean?
I won the lottery, and I'm not joking. I hit the jackpot.
Are you actually serious right now? That's your story?
If you don't believe me, I can send you a photo of the oversized check. I have a framed picture of it from the day I claimed the prize. It's real.
You expect me to believe that over Matt buying the place?
Believe what you want, but facts are facts. There is no way we'd be living here on just Matt's salary. This place was purchased outright, in full, under my name. And I've chosen to live here with Matt and my parents because my father is unwell and my mother can't care for him alone.
I don't believe this.
You don't have to, but I won't let you strong-arm your way into our home just because you've convinced yourself you're entitled to it. You and your husband have your own house. You are not moving in here. Please, return home.
You're doing this just to keep us out. That's what this is really about.
I'm doing this because this is the home I purchased, and this is the plan Matt and I agreed on. It's not personal. It's about doing what's best for our situation, something you haven't even tried to understand.
You think you're better than me now just because you got lucky with a few numbers?
No, I just think it's time you respected the boundaries in our marriage and stopped treating me like I'm disposable, because I'm not.
Don't worry, I'll be sure to tell everyone exactly what kind of person you are.
Go ahead, I've done nothing wrong. Now please, go home.
Matt, what the hell is going on? That woman won't let us into your place. Are you seriously just going to let this happen? Do something!
What do you mean, do something? You know we already decided that Sarah's parents would be living here with us. Why are you acting like this is news? Why am I the one being yelled at?
Do you have any idea how much your father and I were looking forward to this day? We planned everything. We packed up. We dreamed of this. And now you're telling me it's not happening? That's betrayal, Matt. Pure betrayal.
This is happening because you refuse to listen. Sarah's told you multiple times that we couldn't all live together. She said her parents needed the space and you ignored her.
Oh, please, this is a luxury apartment. And don't forget who bought it.
That's just it, Mom. Sarah bought the place. She used her own money. She won the lottery, and that's how we were able to get the place.
Wait, what? That's not true. That can't be true.
It is. I didn't believe it at first either, but she showed me the paperwork, the check, everything. It's 100% legit. The place is hers.
Then why did you lie to me? Why did you let me think you were the one who bought it?
You jumped to conclusions. Yeah, I didn't correct you, and that's on me. But when you said, I'm so proud of you for buying a $3 million condo, I let it slide. I figured it wouldn't matter.
Why? Why wouldn't it matter?
Because people who win the lottery, especially big prizes, are targets. Even the bank told us to keep it quiet, to not tell too many people. It's a safety thing. I was gonna tell you and Dad eventually, but when you assumed it was me and you were already acting like it was yours too, well, it just didn't feel like the right time.
If I had known it was her money, I would have handled this whole thing differently.
Yeah? Would you still have demanded to move in? Still insulted her? Still dismissed her parents like they didn't matter?
What's so wrong with wanting to live together as a family?
There's nothing wrong with wanting that. What's wrong is trying to force it on someone, especially when you did it by making Sarah's parents feel small. You cornered her mother. You guilt-tripped them into backing off.
Why didn't you stand up for us when Sarah said she wanted to live with her parents? Why didn't you think about us?
Because her dad's sick, Mom. He's not doing well, and Sarah's mom can't take care of him alone anymore.
So what? You think your father and I are invincible? We're not. We're getting older too. We could fall ill at any time. And now we're just nothing? Forgotten? And Sarah, how dare she act like we don't matter?
Enough, Mom. Sarah has been thinking about you more than you know.
What do you mean?
Before the lottery, Sarah was working part-time, doing odd jobs, and saving every cent she could. She told me more than once, I want to help your parents in the future. I want them to live comfortably someday. She never forgot about you.
That doesn't mean anything now.
It should. She even said after we won the lottery that we could use her savings for you and Dad. She was willing to give up years of her own hard-earned money to support you two. But after everything that's happened, I doubt she's going to do that now.
She said that? She was actually going to give us that money?
Yeah, she did. But now, after being called a parasite, after being treated like some gold digger, I don't think she'll ever look at you the same way again.
I didn't know.
No, you didn't. And now it's too late. Sarah's done. She's exhausted. She tried so hard to be a good daughter-in-law, and you burned every bridge she was willing to build.
So that's it? We just leave? After everything?
That's right. The move's off. Go home. We're about to celebrate the move-in with a small party, just us and her parents. Please don't text us again.
Sarah, I just wanted to say I was wrong. I misjudged you, and I let my assumptions get the better of me.
Is that so? Well, I'm glad to hear you finally understand.
I do, and that's actually why I wanted to talk. I think we need to seriously discuss what happens from here.
What do you mean, what happens from here?
I mean, we understand now that we won't be able to live in the condo, right?
That's correct. Matt and I will be living here with my parents, as we planned.
Right, of course. But the thing is, we don't really have anywhere else to go right now.
I'm sorry, what do you mean?
Well, we already sold the old house. We thought we'd be living in the condo, so it didn't make sense to keep it.
I'm sorry, you sold your house?
We did. I mean, we fully believed we were moving in here. Why would we need the house if we were going to be living in a luxury apartment?
Okay, and what are you getting at?
So, I was hoping maybe, just for a little while, you could let us stay in the condo, just until we find a new place. A couple of weeks, maybe a month or two. That's all we're asking.
Can I ask you something first?
Sure, what?
Your husband was still working last I heard, right? Is moving this far away going to be okay for him? His job's not exactly close to this area.
Well, about that.
Don't tell me he quit his job.
Actually, yeah, he did.
Marge, you spent all that time calling me a parasite, but now you're telling me you sold your home and your husband quit his job because you assumed Matt would take care of everything?
Well, come on, Matt's doing really well, isn't he? He can afford to live in a luxury high-rise now. I figured, what's the point of working anymore? We were going to enjoy the next chapter of our lives, finally relax.
You seriously thought that was okay? That it was acceptable to drop everything and live off your son without asking him?
Look, I was planning on finding another job after we got settled.
I'm sorry, Marge, but after everything you said to me, after calling me a freeloader, a burden, and a disgrace, I cannot let you move into our home, especially now, knowing this was your plan all along.
Wait, Sarah, please, just hear me out.
No, let's be honest here. You planned to take advantage of Matt's income from the beginning. You expected to move in, quit working, and live comfortably on our dime.
And how is that any different from what your parents are doing? Why is it okay for them to live there but not us?
Because my parents aren't relying on Matt financially. They've lived modestly their whole lives in affordable housing. They both worked for decades and built up their own savings. Even now, they plan to cover their own expenses. And my father will be receiving his pension soon, which will make them even more financially independent.
So what? You're saying they actually planned for their future?
Yes, they did. They were responsible. And frankly, you've spent the last few weeks mocking them for living in a modest home, when in reality, they're more financially stable than you are.
So you're seriously not going to let us move in?
Of course not. I think you've made your intentions more than clear, and I'm asking you not to come near our home again.
Fine. You know what? It doesn't matter. We still have the money from the house sale. We'll survive. We'll find something else. We don't need you anyway.
That's good to hear. I sincerely hope you find a new place soon, but please, don't contact us again about moving in. This conversation is over. Marge, I need to speak with you for a moment.
Oh, please, I don't even want to hear from you right now.
I see. Then I'll make this brief. Consider this our last conversation. I just need you to listen.
What is it?
I'm planning to report you to the police. I thought I should let you know that directly.
The police? What are you talking about? Are you completely out of your mind?
Do you truly have no idea why?
Of course not. This is just more harassment, isn't it? You're just trying to stir things up again.
No, I'm not the one who's been harassing anyone here. You are the one who crossed a line.
What nonsense are you accusing me of now?
A while back, we suddenly started receiving deliveries we never ordered. Food deliveries in huge amounts that were extremely expensive. The delivery drivers demanded cash on arrival.
So?
It didn't just happen once, it happened several times. So we contacted the restaurants to investigate. They traced the orders and shared the phone number used and a description of the voice that placed the calls. It wasn't hard to figure out. It was clearly you.
That's not fair. You can't just assume things like that.
It's not an assumption. The number matched yours exactly. This isn't speculation, it's evidence. And because of that, I will be contacting the police and asking them to handle the matter formally.
You know what? I was doing it for you. You live in a luxury high-rise. I thought you might as well be eating high-end food, too. I was doing you a favor.
If that were true, you would have at least asked first. Instead, you placed massive orders that no two people could ever finish alone. This was not generosity. It was malicious.
Fine. Report me to the police then. See if I care.
I will, and I suggest you start preparing for the consequences, including paying restitution.
What restitution? What did I supposedly damage?
It's not just about us. The businesses you ordered from lost money. The food you had delivered was wasted and had to be thrown away. That's a financial loss for them. Several restaurants with multiple large orders. You can expect the charges to add up fast.
I didn't realize they'd actually throw it all away.
That's not my problem. You created the situation. Now you're responsible for the outcome.
Sarah, please, help me. You said you had lottery money and savings, right? Can't you cover this for me? Just this once?
Absolutely not. Why would I do that? Why would I bail out someone who tried to sabotage my life?
Because I'm family. Doesn't that count for something?
You are not family. Family doesn't call each other parasites. The moment you said that, you stopped being anything close to family.
But
You were the one who first said I wasn't family, so don't come crying now, asking for help from someone you made clear you never respected. You need to face the consequences of your own actions. Handle your life with your husband, on your own, without trying to leech off us anymore. After everything that happened, Marge was eventually taken in by the police. She was reportedly scolded harshly by the officers, and for good reason. Her actions had caused a great deal of trouble, not only to me, but to several innocent people as well. She had gone too far, and now it was time for her to face the consequences. But that wasn't the end of it. Because of the damage she caused, she was also hit with a civil claim for compensation, and it wasn't a small amount. From what I heard, she had to pay out a significant sum to cover the emotional distress, property damage, and the mess she left behind with her repeated harassment and false reports. That financial blow turned her life upside down. To pay back what she owed, Marge started taking on multiple part-time jobs. She jumped from supermarket cashier shifts to cleaning jobs and late-night work at a nearby diner. The hours were brutal. The pay was barely enough, and the stress was eating away at her bit by bit. But even with all that effort, it still wasn't enough to lift her out of the financial hole she had dug for herself. The debt wasn't shrinking fast enough, and interest kept piling up. Every paycheck disappeared the moment it came in. Her lifestyle changed drastically. Gone were the days of trying to appear superior to others, of boasting about her family, or trying to manipulate people for favors. Now, every cent mattered. Her once tidy appearance faded, hair disheveled, face worn with fatigue, clothes always stained from long shifts. She had become a ghost of the woman she once pretended to be. Some of the neighbors who used to gossip with her wouldn't even recognize her now. Despite all that, she's still managing to survive, just barely. Her household is constantly on the edge, a firestorm of overdue bills and desperate budgeting. She's juggling utility cutoffs, skipping meals, and praying her next paycheck comes in on time so she doesn't lose the tiny apartment she's crammed into. That's the life she's living now, one built on regret, exhaustion, and loneliness. Meanwhile, I've been doing well. I live comfortably in a nice apartment, one that's close to everything I need, and more importantly, far away from the kind of people like Marge who once tried to ruin my life. My husband and I enjoy quiet evenings and weekends filled with laughter and simple joy. I've built a peaceful life, one where I no longer need to look over my shoulder or worry about who's plotting behind my back. My father, who moved in with us recently, has been doing better too. Since coming to live with us, his health has steadily improved. Before, he was struggling. His appetite was gone. He barely left the house, and we were worried about his isolation. But now, being around family again seems to have brought him back to life. His colors returned, he eats well, and he even started joining us for walks outside. Seeing him smile again has brought so much relief to all of us. Still, I know how fragile things can be. That's why I've decided to start studying caregiving in my free time. I want to be prepared for anything that might come our way. If his condition ever takes a turn, I don't want to be helpless. I want to be ready to support him in every way possible, just like he supported me when I was younger. It's the least I can do. My husband has been supportive of everything. He encourages my studies and helps take care of the house while I focus on my work and learning. We've built a strong partnership, one where we lean on each other and share our responsibilities. It's a far cry from the dysfunctional relationships I've seen in the past, including the one Marge had with her ex-husband. She always pretended to be better than everyone else, but in the end, her cruelty left her with no one to turn to. Now, I don't think Marge has many people left in her life. Most of her old friends have distanced themselves. Her family doesn't visit. From what I've heard, even her own children rarely call. She's burned too many bridges, told too many lies, and hurt too many people. Now she's left to manage on her own, and it doesn't seem like she's handling it well. I sometimes wonder if she ever truly reflects on the things she's done, if she ever lies awake at night and regrets the people she pushed away, the kindness she twisted, the hearts she broke. Maybe she does, or maybe she's still blaming the world, refusing to see how her actions led her here. Either way, I've let go of the bitterness. I don't wish her harm. I just hope she learns. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story.